Hey everybody, it's Illy Trading. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing okay over there. You guys okay? Because the markets have been crazy, but this is the kind of crazy that I love. Okay. So anyway, let's take a look at the charts. Okay. So right now we're doing futures. We're going to be doing MNQ or NQ. So this is the NASDAQ 100. My baby has been selling off. Okay. You hear me? We have crossed the trend line right here. This was a strong trend line. We are looking off of the 4 hour. Um, a lot of information here, looking good. So as I stated in the beginning last week, that the reason why we started selling off is because we had made some on all-time recent highs, right? So we needed to sell off and make some profit. Cool. Sold off, slight pullback, couldn't reach that previous high. We're going to sell off again. Now, market structure wise, we have some lows that were taken out recently, right? So right here at this bottom here, we have this it didn't take out this low here, right? But we did a nice pullback. So I know a lot of people got in this thinking that we were going to ride it all the way back up. But when we capped out around here at around 29,850, we did a doji and did a complete reversal sell off all the way down here. Now, at this sell off here, we have 28,200. We sold off and we took out this low and pretty much this low. It's not really a low, but we took out definitely this low. All right, cool. So Tuesday, we did a slight pullback, right? Came down, some slow selling off, came back up. Looks like we were going to recover. But again, we're not making any higher highs, right? So we're still in kind of bearish territory. And then we had a nice rejection here, and then we're selling off again. So where are we going to sell off to? I have no idea because I don't know where we're heading to, honestly. For if we want, we can take out this low here, or we can almost make this support and bounce off of here. That's a possibility. Another possibility that we have is that we're going to actually sell down to this next support that I have at 27,560. Now, we are in the middle of the week, so we could be trying to completely end the week red from all the gains that we made the previous couple of weeks, or we can be just doing a really good pullback to try to end the week bullish. Now, I don't know what's going on. We have a lot of things going on in the news. So it could be kind of like a situation where we're going to sell off to make profits because we don't really know what's going on. So, I mean, that's what we have. I mean, I don't know what's going on out here. Sometimes I can't even get involved in the news because there's so much news going on. I just rather just go by the charts. Now, I know a lot of times people say, well, Ilya, you have your fundamentals versus the technical analysis. Yes, but I'm really much going to rely on my technical analysis because I'm really waiting for confirmation. So no matter what is going on, I'm still waiting for my confirmation to get into the play. Now, for me, I'm still looking for sales because it's telling me sales. My EMAs are all under, they're all going down. We're all under the EMAs right now, currently on the 4 hour, right? So we're under the 50, we're under the 200, we're under the 20, the 21, and the 9. So if we want to drop down to the 1 hour, let's take a look at the 1 hour. Technically, we're under all the EMAs on the 1 hour. 250, 21, all of them. Okay. So here you see we had a nice little slight pullbacks come down, try to do a little pop, but we hit that 50 as EMA. So because we hit that, it was a rejection. We came back down. Now we broke past the support line here, and then I feel like we're aiming for this low and possibly even lower. Now, please don't get me wrong. These are not absolutes because we all know the market does whatever the market wants to do. We're just here to find the context clues, like Blue's Clues, and put it together. But for now, I'm looking for sales. I'm waiting to see how Asian session opens up. I would be interested to see if we're going to sell off major in Asian session or if we're going to do a little consolidating and then, finish out in London and then do a reversal on New York to make it more bullish in the morning. So we'll see because tomorrow's Thursday. All right, next one we're going to be looking at is SPY. Same thing, okay? We have major, like bear signals here. We're under all the EMAs still. And we're almost here at this recent bottom low of Tuesday morning, actually afternoon. This is during New York session, so this is a low that could be targeting, Asian session could be targeting for. All right, and same thing on the 4 hour. We still have all our bear signs going on. Everything is starting to cross, starting to get that, almost that death cross. So we'll see if we get a nice rejection back up to kind of slow that down, but we'll see if it's inevitable to get the death cross to go down. Next one we have here is gold. Gold has been selling like crazy. Now, in my previous videos, I have here some areas of interest that it just flew right by. Okay. It flew by my 15-minute fair value gap as well as my 15-minute order block. That bad boy just said, yeah, if you thought I was going to stop here, I'm not going to stop here. But again, because the indices are selling, so is the gold. And the reason why I have a theory is because the dollar is up. The dollar index is up. So because it is usually opposite of the indices as well as gold. So we passed all the previous support. We even passed this more recent, this low here of 4160. Now that was a big low. So we're past that low and we're past this support line. So I am looking for some lows over here. So I have a low at 4037. So, but what would be very interesting if we get back to now. Just come with me a little bit. Now, remember, we had that massive run on gold. Now, gold accumulated for, let's see, this is April 16th, all the way up to about August. April, May, June, July, August. So, about 5 months, we have massive consolidating, accumulating for that massive run. Now, I know this might be far fetched because we did so much selling. But let's pull this box over for where we had that recent consolidation before gold went to the moon. It's not that far, is it? We passed all previous support. We passed this one here. We're completely bearish. Now, I still am a big overall picture for gold to be completely bullish. But I do feel like in order to make it completely bullish again, we need to hit the original power source, which was this area where a lot of accumulation and buyers are possibly sitting at. So I wouldn't be surprised. This is a big picture, right? So I'm thinking within the next couple of months, we are going to be targeting this area. Um, so we'll see if this is like ultimately the big target, like if we just tap and then start to like go back up. But right now, for gold, I would be like looking for a nice reversal back up with a sell back down, or for it to finish selling so we can actually start to do a reverse back up. But I don't think we're going to be doing a full bull run back up just yet. I do think that we're going to be having to like go up, come down, do what market's supposed to do, not just do a straight line down. All right, so I am currently still looking for sales, currently looking for a pullback within the next week or so, and then possibly another sell off. Or we can be selling off to then do the pullback. We'll see. Because you already know when gold wants to run, it runs. It'll leave you in the back. So that is basically what I'm looking at. So we are completely, for me, bearish on gold. Next one is oil. Oil is bullish now. We finally had some movement. It's still technically in the consolidation mode, but market structure is telling me that we didn't take out any previous real lows recently. So now that we do have some gaps down here to do some work on, but it does seem like we're a little bit far from it. But we did clear this gap here, this small little gap here. We closed this gap. So this gap is now gone. We don't need this anymore. All right. So as you can see why I say consolidating, because you see the EMAs are all like intertwining, doing all their little Margarina dance over here. So, but if we're looking at market structure here, We have a recent, we did like a quick wick up, no lower lows. Now we're making higher highs and we have a bunch of green candles. This was a nice W, right? So if we're looking into Friday, maybe Thursday, Friday, I would be looking into recent high, trying to get the high of 95.50 and 96 point, well, maybe 97. I think 97 is a reach, but I would be looking for the market structures for it to take out this high here and take out this high here. All right. So that's what I'm looking for gold for oil. For the rest of the week, I'm looking for oil to be bullish, gold to be bearish, indices bearish, and we'll see how it goes. Let's just see how whatever happens with the market. As you know, earlier in the week, I really couldn't tell what oil was doing. I know there was some gaps that needed to be filled that I did know. I just didn't know what the target was. Were we going to be going for bigger gaps or little gaps or just whatever? But market structure wise, on a larger picture, we're still technically in a consolidation zone on slight bear terms, but we are still below, we are above this gap here. And this line at 86.37 is acting as major support because we've had major bounces off it. So hopefully this bounce will actually take out these highs and then continue on. If it does not take out this high of 95.50 or 43, then I would be looking for a sell back down to this gap around this area of 80. All right, that's my analysis for the futures for NAS, SPY, gold, and oil. Later.